Hey there folks, I'm back up here in the shop checking this thing out. I took it down and scrubbed it out in my bin of that green stuff that works very, very well. Got it cleaned off for the most part. Threw a little bit of oil on the parts that are moving, and I rolled it over with some water inside of these ports and just wanted to check the valves, see if they had a good seal. We do have a pretty quick drip here. I'm running out of water in it, so it's a lot slower, but no matter what I do with this one, I tried wiping it out on the inside with one of these microfibers and just inspecting to see if I could find anything wrong with it. I think there's just some junk on the valve. We'll have to relap a couple of them, but this is gonna get pulled apart. And some good news on the block that thing belongs to, right over here. I did get a hold of the shop that pulled these off before I started working up this way. And there's a VIN number on this, and they had a service record for it. When they pulled it off, it was using a bunch of oil. So that part is all figured out. I'm gonna try to organize these from best to worst case situation as I go through them. We're gonna compression test a ton of them. I gotta make a test rig. Actually, this little cart that's right over here, I'm gonna turn that in my test rig with a 12-volt source and all that. And we're just gonna go through and check everything so I don't have to sit here and spin them over by hand to find out if they're really bad or not. But I checked the bores, and pistons 1, 2, and 4 are nice and tight in there still. Number 3's got a lot of side-to-side play in the bore. I think that's probably the one that's got the bad rings on it. That being said, I'm gonna have to pull the rest of this junk off the bottom of this thing. This starter and accessory bracket, whatever we call it. All these parts back here. Quite a large amount of little things that are packed into one of these engines. So we're gonna go through, pull all that stuff off, get the bottom of this thing popped off, and I'm gonna pull some pistons out of this. We'll take a look at the pistons, the ring lands, the rings, the connecting rods, the bearings, the crankshaft. We're gonna just look it all over, see how bad it looks. And I guess this is a relatively low mileage or low hours motor, so it's kind of a freak thing that it happened, but it was just outside of warranty. That's one of those things that happens when you have a fleet of these, and one may not get rented out as quick and just sits there for a long period of time. Yeah, kind of sucks. But the other thing I'm concerned with is finding service information. I can't really find a definitive answer for like a overhaul with like bearing specifications, the tolerances for them, the ring end gap, and then the parts. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have to go call up Yamaha and see if they can email some stuff over to me. And yeah, we'll see if we can go that route. If you know somebody that's got the info, drop it in the comments. I'd love to get in touch with somebody that has some more info on these things. The local shop that I spoke to, I mean, they do parts changes and all that, and they swap stuff out, but they don't do the rebuilds there. So dead in the water there. But I did find a few things. So anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next one. This is gonna get fun.